Hi everyone, so my name is Johnny and I'm here to show you how to use the basics of OBS to record anything that's on your desktop, whether it's like your gameplay or like certain programs that you're using or anything that's on your computer. Alright, so this is OBS and this is where your program window is going to be. So this is where you're going to see the thing that you're going to be recording. This is your scene, so this is exactly what it is. It's scenes of all the different sources that you're going to record. So this is where you can have all your different sources from audio to video, your browser, graphics, anything like that. And this is your audio mixer to mix any of the different audio tracks that you have. So let's start with our scene. So I'm going to be recording some gameplay of a game that I'm playing called Brawlhalla. So you can right click and go to rename. I'm just going to rename this Brawlhalla. And if you want to add other scenes, it's as simple as pressing the add button here and just adding a scene. But I'm just going to delete that because we don't need that. All right, cool. So now we have our scene set up. Let's add our sources here. So if we go to add, and we can do a couple of different things here. So we can do display capture. And it will capture everything that's on your display. If you hit this drop down, you'll see that it says display 1. You can have the cursor on if you want to see it, but we're not going to be using display. So I'm just going to hit cancel and I'm going to delete this. Another way to capture gameplay or anything on your desktop is to use game capture. So for example, we're recording a game. So let's go to this, capture any full screen application. Let's go to specific window. Let's call the window Brawlhalla. And then that's what we have there. So this is great. You can turn off the capture cursor if you'd like. And there's a couple of other modes here, but we're not going to be using this. So I'm going to hit cancel. And I'm going to delete that. Yes. And let's go to the other option, which is here for window capture. So window capture is very similar to the last one where you can, capture a specific window. So the window we're going to capture is Brawlhalla. You can see it's listed here. And if any of these methods, they don't show the window for the game or the application that you're going to be recording, your best bet is just to use the desktop capture or the display capture and just capture everything that's on your desktop. Because some games or some applications work better than others. So capture method, we're going to keep that automatic. We're not going to change anything here. The capture cursor, so that depends on if you want to have the pointer, the cursor in your capture. I'm just going to uncheck it because I'd like to not have that. All right. So now that we have that, everything is good. We're going to be capturing this video here, and our desktop audio is where the game's playing, so it's going to capture that. We have here is our mic aux recording. So if you hit this gear, hit properties, you can see what it's recording from. So I'm on a laptop, so it's recording from my laptop right now. But I'm also have an external microphone, and I'm gonna want to record from that too. So let's go back to sources, click add, let's go to audio input capture, and we'll call this external mic. Hit OK. Now let's go to device, let's select this, which is our Yeti stereo microphone. That's my external microphone, hit OK, and now you have it down here. So with our audio mixer here, now that we're here in audio, these sliders right here helps adjust the levels. And what's important about this is you don't want your audio to be really in the yellow. You don't want it to go in the red at all because it's going to be peaking. It's going to clip. You're going to have a hard time bringing those levels down. So the best thing to do is if you're recording from if you're recording an external microphone, like my dialogue right now, is to just talk normally and just see what the levels look like and just adjust the slider accordingly, just to make sure that nothing is peaking or anything like that. So we have that good. Our desktop audio is recording our desktop, which is the game. It's not peaking or anything like that, so that's good. But I do want to make sure that the desktop audio is recording the right audio output. So let's go to the gear, go to properties, Maybe you can see that it's set to my monitor right now, which is great because that's what I want it to be. So we'll select that and just hit OK. So the other thing about the audio mixer here and about OBS is that it can record more than one track of audio. So we have 3 sources of audio here. And if we click on any one of these gears and go to advanced audio properties, you'll see the same audio tracks up here. So they're active. You got your desktop, external mic, and your mic. You can monitor these if you want to listen on your headphones, if you want to hear the game or hear yourself talking, etc. But I'm just going to have it off. And these are your different tracks. So you have 6 audio tracks that you can record onto. And this is good because maybe you want to edit your dialogue or your narration on your external mics, or maybe your desktop audio for your game suddenly is very, it peaks, and you want to be able to adjust that separately and not affect your microphones. So let's put these on different tracks. So let's uncheck this. Let's uncheck this, uncheck these. So now I have my desktop audio on the first track, my external mic on the second track, and the other mic is on the third track. So uncheck these. And then, well, on the fourth track, let's just mix everything down so everything is just mixed. All right, and then we hit close. So now that's basically about it. So we have our Brawlhallas being recorded, our audios being recorded, our audio levels are good, our tracks are good. So now let's go to settings. And then from here, you don't really need to adjust any of these settings here. General is all set. So let's go straight to output and go to the recording tab. This type standard, just keep it as that, recording path. So this is where you want to make sure that you know where your video desktop capture is going to be recorded to. So it's going to be recorded to my videos folder. And your video format, you can do MP4 or MOV. I would recommend one of those two. I would do MOV for the better quality. It's going to be a bigger file size, but if you want something that's more like YouTube streaming friendly, MP4 is fine. But for this demonstration tutorial, I'm just going to use MOV. So audio tracks here. So I have 5 audio tracks going on. I have 3 here, and then I have a 4th one that's all mixed down, so I'm going to get rid of this 5th one. You can have them all checked, that's fine. Once you do your recording and you bring it into your video editor, you're going to find some tracks that have no audio, and that's what these are. So that's that. Our encoder, I have an NVIDIA graphics card, so I'm just going to keep it on NVIDIA. The rescale output, so my desktop monitor is set higher than this, so I'd like to keep it on HD, so I would recommend keeping it 1920 by 1080 if it's not that. And then for your other settings down here, I'm gonna have my presets on max quality because I want the best quality. The profile, I'll keep it on high, and then that's basically about it. You hit apply, you hit OK, and you can start recording by pressing start recording, and then tab out and go back to your game or whatever application that you're using and do what you have to do to record. And then once you want to stop recording, you can just tab back into this and press stop recording. But if you want to find a better solution to that, there are shortcuts. So if you want to go back to settings and you go to hotkeys, you can change these buttons. So start recording, let's add a button to that. Let's do like D or something, or actually let's do this, backspace, and then stop recording. We can do like enter, and then just hit apply, and then those are your shortcuts for the start recording and stop recording. And that's about it. If you guys have any other questions or any troubleshooting issues or anything like that, feel free to reach out to us through email, and we'll get in touch with you and help you out as soon as we can. All right, thanks. Bye.